distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen of the press, thank you for being here. You're welcome to this event. It's one that we had to put together with NESG to discuss the local economy.
It's not about solutions. It's just about bringing out the facts. What is in rural Nigeria? Why is rural Nigeria where it is today? And the format we have is going to be free flow. There's no grammar or anything. We're going to ask people questions and they are going to respond. Everybody here has a linkage. Everybody is from a local government area. Everybody is from, well, not everybody, but many people are from the rural side of our local government.
What qualifies those areas as rural then has evolved a lot. No electricity, no. We know the number of families that have bicycles, and we are not one of them for a long time. So just to let you know that.
Finished 91 and then was posted my first unit in Ogun State. So I mean, I've always, the opportunity of the military it gives you the opportunity to be everywhere, and then you learn a lot because at NDA, it's just we're all Nigerians. We don't know what is north, south, east, Christian, Muslim. Those things never mattered, and that's the unity we had, and that's what we enjoy, and that's what we still enjoy till date. And anywhere in Nigeria I call home. I don't see anywhere that is different. I don't never get scared traveling anywhere in Nigeria.
So even in the United States in '99, there were places where the internet penetration was very, very low. This was, then there was no GSM, it was dial-up at 56 kbs, and we had internet at almost 12 megabits per second, which then was probably the fastest in West Africa. And we provided internet service to the federal government, the government of Niger, government of Burkina Faso. We commercialized it from Jigawa. Its hub was in Jigawa.
From the government perspective, what we need to do to ensure that young people are active contributors to economic development of Nigeria is really from the Ministry of Youth's perspective. The reason why the ministry was created really was to create opportunities for young people and to ensure that we provide a holistic approach to socio-economic and political development of young people.
So I'm sure you've seen this on the internet. This was Nigeria in 1925, before Governor Bagudu was governor of Kebbi. So we produced all this without data all across the country. And I think Lord Lugard made us a country in 1914. So just to let you know, Nigeria was rich, is rich, and is still rich. It's not about potential. Nigeria is where you should be. I met Pradeep today. So when he came into my office, we've never met. He's an Indian who came in trying to do collaboration. He said, this is the place to be. Every business is viable. We need to do everything from building roads to water, renewable energy, cocoa, whatever it is. So I have a feeling the Nigerian story is about the rich man that his children became poor. It's so straightforward.
So we've been instrumental to empowering farmers all across Nigeria, both at the commercial level, the subsistence level, and even smallholder farmers. And some of, some of the people here are very known to me, and we play in the value chain of agriculture. And the deputy governor asked me to, basically give a quick word that the CBN sits at the nexus of financial flows in the country. And what the Chief of Defense Staff Emeritus, was talking about infrastructure in the country is very key. And even in fighting terrorism, you need to maintain a chokehold. We need to maintain a chokehold on their financial flows to be able to cut them off, from their activities, because they operate basically, they're empowered by finance.
So it's a challenge. And I think the thing that I found fascinating and encouraging tonight, just from listening to everybody speak, is the clear recognition that you need a whole of government solution that involves every aspect of society. You need that agricultural development, you need that financial inclusion, you need the infrastructure investment, you need security, you need to find jobs for your enormous youth population.
If you're going to support farmers, you have to know where they are, you have to know what they're producing, You have to know how they are producing it. And that's until you gather all that data across all the different farmlands. You will know, that's when you can connect the dots. You can support them. You can say, okay, you know what? They produce cassava in all these different places. This is how much they produce. This is how to get them to produce a bit more.
Operation Lafia Dole was a successor of earlier operations that we had to address the insecurity challenge in the Northeast.
Who takes the center stage when there is a crisis? Who are the responders? And how do you coordinate operations? Who takes charge? And how do you now provide information or intelligence? There's a difference. My information to you might be your intelligence. My intelligence could be somebody's information.
When I landed, we had a new report issued that talked about 120 million people around the world who were displaced. So I dug into the Nigeria numbers, and 3% of all globally displaced people are Nigerians.
We want to bring back the realities. The theme of our dinner session today is rural inclusion. And over the last discussions that we've had numbers and data that have come out. What we have realized is that the rural area in Nigeria, one, fed every one of us from history till date.
There was a support that was given to the farmers for about 5 to 7 years. So that one make us to understand the importance of the collaboration. It is from there that we learned how we will collaborate with other partners so that we will enhance our production.
We look at the export sector. I'll say we've had a lot of success over the years in the export sector, but a lot more could be done or could have been done. And we're faced with challenges of coming down to it, infrastructure, logistics, export process itself.
It is still very, very important that we realize that the vast majority of agricultural activities take place in rural areas.
Challenges that the sector has been experiencing is planting material. That we have poor seeds, and I think that is not just in cotton, but perhaps in agriculture generally.